we continue with more news, or more interesting stories, in fact, Kota Festival Tour is a family food event tailored around a Kota. It brings about different Kota flavors, and it aims to really just showcase what the different townships have to offer when it comes to this food. So Simphiwe was out in Soweto early in the week. He went to go and find out more on the festival and, of course, taste the street food. Do enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Protea Glen in Soweto, Johannesburg. Today our focal point is a very important catalyst in the township economy, that is the Kota business. You know, the Kota concept started off as a hollowed out Kota loaf of bread that was stuffed with mashed potato and mince, and it later evolved into being stuffed with potato chips and as well as other delicacies like your cheese and polony and Russian sausage and everything you could possibly thank God for. Now, the Kota business is very seamless and it's very, innovative in terms of the startup costs. It comes with very, very low startup costs because all you need is a 2-plate stove, a fryer, and as well as a fridge, and you can do it in your own little kitchen, in a container or any other small building that you can find. And it really is a plug-in point to the township economy, and it offers support to the local suppliers such as bakeries and butcheries and other fresh produce markets. So one person who is very innovative in terms of bolstering the growth of the Kota industry in townships in South Africa and all over is Luvo Limba. He is the founder of the Kota Festival. He's here to talk to us about how the Kota Festival is bolstering the local markets and bolstering local entrepreneurship, especially in the township economy. Luvo, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. How did it start? Who did you have in mind, and who were the participants in this festival?
Well, like you said in your opening, it started with students, man. Also myself, I first got encountered with the Kota, the mash and the gravy one, yes, when I was still in primary school. And then fast forward, I own one of the apartments, student apartments. So we get students coming from abroad as exchange students. We get students that come from different provinces. They come to Joburg and they've never really tasted Kota. And sometimes I would take them, buy Kota, and then I'll say, oh, these guys really, really love this product. I was like, no, man, actually, let's just celebrate it. And then that's when the Kota. Then it started so small. And then it grew and grew, and then we started advertising it. People liked it, even older now people. They're like, no, let's just do a festival. Now it's just a fully fledged festival. There's fashion. I mean, our theme for this year, for our upcoming festival, it is vintage. The one that's passed in Empress Palace, it was camouflage. So we try to incorporate all these elements just to also make it a fully fledged festival, so that people can enjoy.
Well, I did mention in the intro that Kota concept, or the Kota business, is a very effective plug-in point in terms of boosting and bolstering the township economy. So let's talk about some of the ways or the mechanisms at which township and local entrepreneurs are boosted as a result of the Kota business. In what way is the Kota industry, boosting local township entrepreneurship?
Kota business is quite big in South Africa. I mean, the scales, I think we scaled it to about 20 billion rands in South Africa. So, I mean, when you look at township economy as a whole, it's quite up there. If you look at transportation, even food, if you look at food, I mean, it's primary. I mean, we all need to eat. So, I mean, there's different types of food that you can find, guys, but Kota is one of the biggest delicacies that you can find, guys.
How does Kota Festival then come in? Like you did mention that you've started 5 years ago. It started already this year in the Eastern Rand, right? And it's going to move on to different parts of the country. And we know that, arguably, the Kota industry started in Gauteng, in Johannesburg, and then spread to other, provinces. And as much as it's not as popular in the other provinces, but what is it? Just take us through the makeup of the festival. How will it be structured?
Well, I mean, what motivated us to go to other provinces is that, I mean, if these guys that are coming to Joburg are enjoying this product, I mean, let's just take it to them. Where these guys are coming from, let's just take it to those towns. And then we merely are amplifiers. We amplify all these small businesses so that they are out there, we market them, we give them structure, and then obviously with also a help of corporates. Corporates are also coming into, like Albany is helping us. Clover is coming, and All Gold. So these guys, I mean, they've been in business for so long. So luckily they said, okay, one of the things that we told them, guys, let's go to this establishment. Let's see where these guys are lacking. Let's close those gaps. Let's make sure that these guys can survive, and then give them workshops. So even now, every time we go outside Joburg, we conduct workshops, teach people how to make this kota, and then even when we go outside the country, because we need to export this product. I mean, we can't just keep it at home. If we're enjoying it, I mean, pizza was made in Italy, but you find it in South Africa. So we might as well export the kota. We need to find it in New York. Yeah, that's our dream. We need to amplify it, and make it.
So in terms of amplifying that dream, what have you done in terms of just ensuring that you initiate, the export routes to some of those markets you've just mentioned?
Yeah, I mean, we've already started now. We're going across the border. We're going to. Last year we started in Swazi, and then Lesotho we've added this year. So we're starting with our neighboring countries, and then we'll go up in Africa, and then go to New York, where we're taking it to the world, literally.
Luvo, great chatting to you, man. All the best in the festival there. Thank you. Well, thank you. That was the co-founder of the Kota Festival, Luvo Limbo. And what's quite intriguing about what he said is that they offer support to all the local entrepreneurs who are into the Kota industry, just making sure that they bolster the industry so that it blossoms and explodes to different parts of the world, and exporting it as a proudly South African delicacy. What is it about the kota industry that makes it such a profitable endeavor and initiative? One of the pioneers of the kota industry in Protea Glen is the founder of Kota King, Mr. Rulani Shibambu, who's going to tell us what makes a kota tick. Rulani, very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. What is it about a kota that makes it such a proudly South African delicacy that is a firm favorite?
So, with a kota, and it's something that comes way back in the ancient days, So, just to take you the story, you can imagine cost of living is too high, number one. And no one really has a cheese, a polony, a Russian, a patty, a steak at home in one fridge. Even myself, I own Kota King, but I don't have all of those ingredients in my house. So with Kota business, we make it convenient for consumers. Even if you don't have money to afford all the ingredients to make the kota at your own convenience, you can always come at Kota King and buy a kota. You understand? So with as little as 50 rand, here you can get a kota with chips, cheese, egg, beef patty, of course with our famous signature sauce,
If you've never tried a kota, then you can grab this opportunity with both hands, because we're about to sell you the most delicious kasi takeaway to ever exist.
I spoke to some of the locals here, and apparently the whole kota enjoyment experience starts in the mind. For you to enjoy the kota, it needs to be prepared at familiar premises by someone you know, and it needs to be prepared fresh on the spot, unlike you walking to a supermarket and finding a kota on the shelves. So we now moved to Mufulo in the heart of Soweto at the food shed, and we'll be speaking to one of the co-founders of this particular establishment about what really makes their kota unique. I'm sure you know by now that it is an experience, a totally different experience altogether. And as we've just seen, we've enjoyed a kota from Protea Glen. We're now in Mufulo in the heart of Soweto. We're going to try the kota here, and we're joined by the co-founder of the food shed, Kwanele Mtolo, who'll be talking us through what really makes her kota unique. A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kwanele Mtolo, and I'm the proud co-owner of the food shed, and welcome to the food shed.
Tell me, what really makes a kota? Is it the freshness? Is it the ingredients? Is it the sauce? Because earlier on, I was told that a sauce makes a kota unique. Is that what you think so far?
Yeah, it's true. That's perfect. A sauce makes a kota unique, freshness makes a kota unique, and the ingredients also makes a kota unique. So, and how you assemble it, and you can also say love makes a kota unique. Mm-hmm. If you make it with love, you definitely will get a different type of a kota. Yeah. Yes, sure.
And I've been told several times that a kota is even more enjoyable if it's made at familiar premises, someone that you know, and on the spot. Like if I know that Sislizi is making the best kota, then it makes it even more enjoyable. Just take us through the whole experience of you starting up a kota business and how you got into the market, the challenges you faced, and what is it that you're doing to make your business grow?
Okay, when we started the Kota business, we started with making fat cakes. Then we grew to discovering the market and how big the market was with the traditional food and street food, which is Kota. We started selling acha. We were making acha from scratch, which was in 2019. We then thought, why not include other things? Then we came up with the idea of making a Kota. That's why we are here, and that's when we discovered this beautiful gem over here.
And such a gem it is. I've never actually seen a Kota with a piece of steak. What steak? Is it beef or is it pork? Looks like pork.
This is pork chop. It replaces bacon, which everywhere you can get a Kota with a bacon. So with us, we give you a piece of meat, a big piece of meat, a pork meat that replaces a bacon, which is very nice.
And I see there's also calamari as well.
Yeah, sure. It's not calamari, it's onion rings.
Oh, onion rings.
Yes, it also has a Russian beef burger, cheese, which makes it nice, an egg, and a fresh polony, and the famous chips.
I suppose the selling point of the food shed here is the cleanliness and the impeccable service by the staff. And I'm not one qualified to talk about the service, but these patrons, these young ladies here, are here to tell me about the amazing service that they've been getting at the food shed. Mama Gunjan.
Ngisaphila sithanda sami ninjani.
Siyaphila.
Ukuthi I'm a young lady. A young lady of 70. Mara ngisadla kamnandi la. Hayi ngisayithi takuti ala imnandi kakhulu.
Udla netakud?
Yes, mangikholile ngisetakutini. Yebo mntanami.
Yini nje loyithandzako ngekota yala?
Oh, ngithanda ubuclean, kuclean, service yabo is very high. Number 1 service yabo. Thina futhi abantu abadala basithathele ekhanda nje. Iqala thina masingena nje sibuye emndendeni wethu, hawu baba happy. Siyangena basinesa sibeke itulweni kamnandi. Ba good, mama khona very good. Uyawunenhlonipho nje ngawe Simphiwe.
Some of the sentiments shared by the locals here who are the patrons of the food shed, heaping praises on the co-owner and founder of this place, saying that she exudes so much warmth and this place is impeccably clean. I'm Simphiwe Ngongwane for Morning Live SABC in Mfulo in Soweto.